For all y'all that don't know, I am from Chicago, Illinois. Two parts of Chicago. First 9 years of my life, I grew up on the south side of Chicago in the inner city. And the second 9 years of my life, I grew up in the south suburban area called Robbins, Illinois. Um, Today, I'm on here to talk to you guys about business and how I got to the place that I am in today. And for me, it's been trials and tribulations. I've had successful business ventures and I've had failed business ventures as well. And I say to me, some of the most important things that I've done is I put a great team around me. I understand on a basketball court to get to the point where I have 3 championships is it was all about the team. To add Chris and add LeBron on my basketball team in Miami, I understood the importance of that because as an individual, no matter how great I was, I couldn't accomplish it by myself. So, team success, putting the right team around you, putting guys and individuals around you in the business world that complement you, that I have my strengths and I have my weaknesses. Making sure that their weaknesses are my strengths and making sure that my weaknesses are their strengths. And I've been able to build a successful business by making sure that I have the right people in the room at the right time. But also, like I said, I've been through lawsuits. I've been through adventures that we celebrated and it didn't go the way that we planned it to go. But also, I've been through things as well from a gut feel of me of my upbringing, of me knowing people, of me knowing how to read people. I've been able to be successful by it. So if I could say one thing to help you guys when you get in the business world, make sure it's authentic, man. Make sure it's something that you believe in, something that you want to support, something that you want to get behind. Make sure you're not doing it just for money. Make sure you're not doing it because it's a cool thing to do or because someone else is doing it. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you know the business just as well as the next person, just as well as the lawyers or whoever's going to be involved in this. Make sure you go out there, you do your research, you learn the business that you're going to become a part of. Those are the little things that I have. I have so much more, but I don't want to keep taking up none of this video. So,
Hi everybody, my name is Sam Goldfeder. I'm Senior Vice President at Excel Sports Management for basketball. I've been representing basketball players for 20 years. I'm a lawyer. I was a prosecutor for 10 years before that. And CJ's asked me to give just a few entrepreneurial tips, and I think I'm going to keep it consistent with what I do, but also I think just some good lessons to learn and a good approach to doing whatever you're going to do. I think the first thing is whatever it is you're going to do, be passionate about it. A lot of times people think that they want to get into a field because it sounds cool or they hear exorbitant amounts of money being made in the field. There's nothing wrong, with that, provided that it's what you really want to do and you feel passionate about it. But I would suggest that you take money out of the equation first and see how much this field interests you, and the money will come, so you take it from there. The second thing I would say is whatever you do, learn from the ground up. And I'll give you an example. Everybody that I know that's in the restaurant business, they'll always tell you, hey, you have to learn how to clean the toilets, wash the dishes, change the linens, do all of that stuff. Everybody thinks restaurant, well, obviously it's the preparation and serving of good food, but it's so much more. So learn about the field that you're in. And second thing is ask questions. I see oftentimes people think that if they're asking questions, it makes it appear as if they don't know what they're doing. But that's not true. The people that don't ask questions are the ones that commit pretty bad errors. So don't be afraid to ask questions. And finally, whatever it is that you do, approach it as if it's your family that you're serving or you're doing something for. In other words, be very responsible and understand that your job, whatever your job is, the way you do it, you want to be the best at it. And it's not, in my field, when you're doing somebody's contracts, you're doing somebody's marketing off the court, you're doing somebody's community initiatives or foundations, fundraisers. These are not things where you can get, do-overs. These are things that are very, very important, and every job has this: doctors, accountants, whatever, police officers, janitors, nurses, whatever your job is, there's consequences. Approach it responsibly, approach it and give it your best. And I think, just to sum everything up, a job is what you make of it. And if you've chosen this job, then why wouldn't you want to be the best at it? So I wish you all great luck, and I think these are good principles to follow.
What's up, everybody? My name is Christopher Brown, and I'm from Walterboro, South Carolina. Really small town in the Low Country near Charleston. I graduated from USC Upstate in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and I currently work as a branding and marketing manager for several NBA players, in which I take care of their day-to-day business. I make sure that they have everything they need in preparation for the season, and I also run a few of those guys' basketball camps and charity events throughout the season. Some of the best advice that I've received is, before I got into business, is you always have to be honest. You always have to be upfront with your guys and everybody you work with, because the most important thing is your reputation. And that could stem from the things that you post online, on social media. Everything that you do now, or everything that you put out, is a direct reflection of you. So always make sure that your reputation is intact, because something that you can do today can affect you 15 to 20 years from now, or it can affect you when you graduate and you're looking for a job. So always be mindful of that.
How y'all doing? I'm CJ McCollum, reporting to y'all live in Oregon. I've been sitting here trying to figure out what advice I wanted to give to you guys, but I'm gonna keep it simple, man. I think the biggest thing is to find something you're passionate about, find something you're willing to sacrifice your time in, find something you're willing to cut out distractions for, and pursue it with all your heart. I think that I've shown that anything is possible. A lot of professional athletes and businessmen and women have showed that anything is possible if you're dedicated, if you work hard and you pursue your goals. I think Sam has talked about the importance of having faith, the importance of picking a career that interests you. I think Wade talked about being able to hire the right people around you, having the right team surrounding you, and not being afraid to ask for help, or not being afraid to give up certain duties or certain deeds that need to be done. And I think that Chris talked about the importance of your word being everything you have in this life. And I think for me, the biggest thing I've learned going from a 5'2" freshman, 107 pounds, a 5'7" sophomore, 115 pounds, a 5'11", 145-pound junior, to Lehigh University, to the NBA, to going through injuries and obstacles, to signing a max deal, to being able to, start many different business ventures on the side, boys and girls clubs, things of that nature. I think the biggest thing I've learned is that you have to trust the process, and you have to understand that things worth having take time. There's going to be sacrifice. There's going to be loss of sleep. There's going to be loss of relationships. But if you devote yourself to your craft, to those hobbies or whatever it is that you want to attain, I think that more often than not, things will work out in your favor. So treat people the right way. Do things the right way. Keep your word. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and surround yourself by the right people. And if all else fails, you know that you put your all into something, and I can live with that. Put your all into it, devote your time, and enjoy this beautiful life, because there's a lot out there for everyone. And it's a lot bigger than Canton, Ohio. It's a lot bigger than Glen Oak High School. It's a lot bigger than what we see. And I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck going forward. 330, baby. I got y'all for life.